Welcome back to another episode on the MLD Balls page. And like I said, y'all, weekly mock drafts. And I've been so tuned in on college football. And this is the first time I've really been doing it at the right time of the season. And I'm so excited because pick number one, y'all, I'm going with Trinidad Chambliss, a new QB1 for my draft. This isn't really an overreaction to me. He has looked good in both Georgia games, and he's had two different coaches in those games. That's a similar reason why I liked Cam Ward. Cam Ward went from Miami to another team, and he went from three teams. Cam Ward, he learned three playbooks, and this guy somewhat just did the same. It just he had a crazy story, like came. I don't really remember it, but I don't even think Trinidad Chambliss started this season off as the starting quarterback for Ole Miss. I think someone got hurt, and like he just got the opportunity. And like I said, all these quarterbacks I'm iffy on this quarterback class because all of them are year one quarterback breakouts. Besides like Carson Beck, who I'm not really all that too high on him. Drew Allard, now he looks most of these quarterbacks are having their really first good year, besides like Garrett Nussmeier, and I'm not really high on him. Trinidad Chambliss has looked amazing. Georgia games, like I said, both of them, he's been awesome. Ole Miss has made the playoffs, and they're still in it because of Trinidad Chambliss, his ability to make plays on the run. He's a smart player. He makes the right decisions. Y'all watch that end of the Oregon game. Like he knew where to throw the ball out. He wasn't, you know what I mean? Like he's smart. He's athletic. He got a big arm. I don't think this is what's going to happen in real life. But like I said, if y'all have been keeping up with this series, this is my personal big board. I'm kind of making my big board for the class. Hey, hopefully an NFL GM could shout out to me and make me a part of their team one day. You feel me? As a talent evaluator, you feel me? What if I just keep evaluating talent the right way? Somebody want to have me as a talent evaluator. But at pick 2 for the New York Giants, my New York Giants, I might say, I want to go right tackle, and I'm going to go Francis Mauaga, however you say his name. He's been the best right tackle in the class to me. He's a dog, bro. Him and Andrew Thomas as a tackle duo gives me like Chargers vibes with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. Pick 2 gets you a tackle, and we will have a quarterback, a tackle duo, a wide receiver that's a blue chipper, and Cam Scatterbu to get this rebuild going. You feel me? We just need better guard play, just better interior play after that. We're gonna probably draft a wide receiver today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Francis Mauaga has been awesome for Miami. I don't remember the playoff game that they had, but I remember it because I was watching him. I was there with eyeing him, but I don't even remember what team it was against. There was so much football this weekend, y'all. Shout out to Francis Mauaga though, because I remember he has been awesome this whole season. Really amazing run blocker, athletic. Like Miami has a crazy guy in Francis, but I'm just yapping at this point. Let me go to the third pick with the New York Football Jets, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this team is so good outside of quarterback. Now I'm gonna go Fernando Mendoza, your Heisman winner, and dude, I mean, Trinidad Chambliss maybe wasn't in the Heisman race because, like I said, he didn't even start the season off as Ole Miss quarterback. Maybe if Trinidad Chambliss was Ole Miss quarterback since week 1, he could have won Heisman. You feel me? And that's kind of why, y'all, in prior drafts, I wasn't taking Trinidad because I knew he was going to be in the playoffs, and I wanted to see how he looked. He hasn't even, had a full season of games yet, but now that he's played in the playoffs, I do think he has because he's had 2 Georgia games, 2 different coaches. Even this next weekend, if he has a bad game, that Georgia game and this whole prior season is so good that he's going to go in the first round just because of that Georgia game. Not just because of that Georgia game, but that Georgia game kind of solidifies everything else that he's done because, he did it in the playoffs. And Fernando Mendoza, he's been actually looked good that first game, dude. I was somewhat wrong about Mendoza. I feel like, I wasn't though. Like I said, he's Kirk Cousins. And if the New York Jets could take Kirk Cousins at pick 3, I'd do it. You get Kirk Cousins, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. That offensive line is stellar, dog. It didn't get you another wide receiver somewhere. They got a first round pick this year. You feel me? From the Colts. So they get them a wide receiver right there. You feel me? Pair him up with Elijah Surratt from Indiana in round 2, maybe. You feel me? Him and Surratt has been a nice duo. Or you could pair him up with Omar in round 2. You feel me? Like the Jets got a lot of ways they could go, bro. Pick 3, gotta go quarterback though. And that's either gonna be Trinidad or Fernando, to be honest. Whoever is available, whoever the Raiders don't decide to choose, take the other one. And with pick 4 for the Tennessee Titans, I'm gonna go Makai Lemon. O-line would be cool, but like, dude, this team could really go to this receiver, bro. Nah. Makai Lemon is a dog too. You get Cam Ward, someone that could, you feel me, do something on the perimeter. That would be a problem. Cam Ward has been nice. Cam Ward is gonna be a dog, y'all. Cam Ward is gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Trinidad Chambliss kind of reminds me of him though, which is a good thing. Them boys looking like Lamar Jackson when he was younger. You feel me? Lamar needs them legs back. You feel me? Pick 5 for the Arizona Cardinals. This is a shocker. I'm going Dante Moore. I would, whoa, y'all, would y'all try Dante Moore? Hold on. I'm not going to push the button yet. Dante Moore or Spencer Fano. Nah, I'm going Dante Moore, man. Dante Moore has so much more upside that he could bring to the Cardinals. And then they could trade Kyler Murray for like a day 3 pick. Get Dante Moore some defense. You feel me? Like, man, that would be an awesome thing for the Cardinals if they could just get a new quarterback. It's so devastating that Kyler Murray's story has went the way it has. But, I mean, you probably, trade him to the Browns if Shedeur doesn't work out with them. The Raiders just took a QB at pick 1. The Jets took a QB at pick 3. I mean, I'll bring it back up for Cardinals fans listening to this video. But Cardinals fans, let me know what y'all think about taking Dante Moore at pick 5. I don't hate that because Dante Moore, I trust he has a bigger arm than Mendoza. I think Dante Moore even has more upside than Mendoza. I think Dante Moore could be like almost your Mahomes of this draft class. I know Mahomes said that this is his favorite quarterback, so it's kind of quirky for me to, say that Dante Moore could be the Mahomes of this draft class. But I mean, he has a big arm. Oregon plays kind of funny football though, so it's like hard to judge how good of an Oregon player is. And then at the same time, I just wanted to start something new instead of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray too short. Dante Moore, it really comes to down if he's 6'3" or not for real. If Dante Moore, just off of that, I'll take him. Or I probably should take Ty Simpson at pick 5. Honestly, maybe Ty Simpson, dude. Maybe I'm tripping and I should just take Ty Simpson. Dante Moore don't really got legs, y'all. Like, and I don't hate Ty Simpson. I know he didn't look that good against that one team that they played, but I feel like he's been hurt, y'all, and like he throws the ball good. Ty Simpson getting the ball to Marvin Harrison, Trey McBride, Marco. I think that's very possible, but so with Dante Moore. Man, I just think there might be 4 quarterbacks that go in the first round this year. You feel me? Maybe in hindsight, in a different world where I didn't click that button, I would have took Ty Simpson to the Cardinals. But in both worlds, with Dante Moore and Ty Simpson being available, I prefer both of them over Kyler Murray. Honestly, Cardinals fans, let me know if I'm tripping. Like just off of, oh man, dude. But do you want to sell Kyler Murray that low? Yes, I'm sorry, dude. I don't care, man. It's at that point, yes, where I just want to get him out of here and get a tall quarterback. I'm for sure knowing that Ty Simpson that tall. Ty Simpson don't look short, but this Dante Moore dude, like, we sure he taller than Ty Simpson? I don't know about that, but I mean, Dante Moore isn't bad at all. He got a big arm, like I said, and he's at some point he's been healthier than Ty Simpson, so maybe that does matter. But at the same time, I'm just, yapping because maybe no matter what, like I said, Cardinals fans, I'm going both of those quarterbacks over who y'all got. And right here with the Browns, dude, I'm going wide receiver. I've done a couple mock drafts, y'all, and I go ahead and take my favorite O lineman for the Browns, and then I regret it after because the wide receiver talent starts looking like a little bit not stale, but the Browns just need a lot of it, bro. And if I'm the Browns, I'm almost pushing the button on Jordan Tyson. Cardinal Tate kind of disappointing that last weekend, but he's still a first round grade to me. Jordan Tyson was always better. Jordan Tyson with him, it's just been health. Makai Lemon won the big off this year, but Jordan Tyson was like probably came in second. I don't know. Oh no, Jeremiah Smith had to have came in second, just off of strength, right? I'm just gonna say it. But Jordan Tyson had to be like a contender for it. He was awesome. Skylar Bell probably was a contender for it too because he won Triple Crown Award, I believe. But hey, Jordan Tyson has hands. He could get open. He's kind of a body catcher, but like he is a dog. You feel me? And no, him and Shedeur Sanders being a duo would be something that's needed in Cleveland, bro. Maybe Cleveland, as I keep doing mock drafts, maybe they could go double receiver in the first round. You feel me? Depending on what receiver falls to them. And at pick 7, Washington Commanders. What do we do here? If I'm a Commanders fan, Caleb's down looked awesome, but I'm going Ruben Bain. I watched a couple Commanders games where they didn't generate like a single sack. Like, come on, dog, you ain't gonna get a single sack, fam. All right, bro. And at pick 8 for the New Orleans Saints, I mean, you go edge or wide receiver, or Caleb Downs. Wow, Jeremiah Love even. You get a Jeremiah Love Alvin Kamara duo because Kamara's getting older, and the Saints could be like a team that next year they could win. Okay. If I'm a Saints fan, I want to win the NFC South. The Buccaneers just won the NFC South in Week 17 in a 14-16 game against the Panthers, where they looked terrible. And Tyler Shugg has showed me a little bit of something. I mean, I think Ty Simpson would be like, if I'm the GM, I almost want to go Ty Simpson, but at the same time, Tyler Shugg ain't been too bad. You feel me? And this division, it sucks. You feel me? Like, we could actually make something shake, bro. Carnell Tate is an option. You feel me? Like, Tyler Shugg had Carnell Tate because Chris Olave stay hurt. You feel me? And then maybe we go edge in the second round. We could go Caleb Downs and just have a game changer on defense. We could go David Bailey and have a game changer on defense. Wow. Okay. I didn't even realize David Bailey's on the board still. I might have went David Bailey for the Commanders, y'all. No joke. I almost you know what? I think David Bailey's in the pick, y'all. Carnell Tate is amazing. Dude, you can't let David Bailey fall too far, man. I do think David Bailey's the best edge rusher in this class. I think I whiffed on that Commanders pick. I would have went David Bailey, and I still got time to change it, so I'm gonna hit restart. Like that is no. I would have went David Bailey for the Commanders, dude. Like that is a whiff of a pick. And in real life, if I was a GM, I could have got fired right there. Like, ain't no way I had David Bailey on the board and took Ruben Bain. I'm sorry, y'all. I know Ruben Bain is awesome, but David Bailey is something else as of this moment to me. Dude, he has the same top end speed as Tyreek Hill as an edge rusher. I get to also double think this Cardinals pick with Ty Simpson. Dude, Ty Simpson throws a nice spiral, y'all. And so does Dante Moore. Ty Simpson isn't bad to me at all. And then his offense is almost more legit than Oregon's. Dante Moore doesn't have any legs to me for real. I mean, Dante Moore isn't a bad player, but Dude, Trinidad is changing. No matter what, one of these quarterbacks are going to the Vikings though. Like, yeah, no matter what, Ty Simpson or Dante Moore will be a Viking. But like, yeah, I don't know which one. Cardinals, dude, this is a hard decision. I almost want to go Ty Simpson in a world where I do get to like double take. I do think, man, Oregon is still in the playoffs, so Dante Moore could prove me wrong. But believe it or not, y'all, when Ty Simpson was healthy this year, he looked better than Dante Moore to me. I did drop Ty Simpson from QB1 to QB3, so that is a false deal. But I would go Ty Simpson for the Cardinals. Yeah, now their offense has so many weapons, y'all, and then he's not doing none of that RPO stuff in Arizona as much as Dante Moore is. Like the Vikings though, I would. Oh man, Dante Moore on the Vikings with Jettas, with that O line, that run game, Jordan Addison, Dante Moore. Hey, if I'm you, I'm lucky happy with going to the Vikings. Any quarterback that goes to the Vikings next year should have a rookie of the year season. Whoever goes to the Vikings or Jets should win rookie of the year. I mean, maybe the Cardinals too, bro. Like Kyle Murray disappointed on the Cardinals is bad, man. But if I could go with the Browns, like I said, I would still go Jordan Tyson. And then the reason I started this over is I'd go David Bailey for the Commanders, y'all. He has the same top end speed as Tyreek Hill. I do think he's the best defender in this class, and maybe that does make this next pick for the Saints a little bit easier because Ruben Bain is a dog too. Like it ain't like like I did do the most and restart the whole thing over it, but like I might go Ruben Bain, dude, and then the Saints could go like one of these wide receiver twos. You feel me? But it would be so nice to get Carnell Tate with another Ohio State wide receiver, but sometimes you just gotta do what's right, Get Chase Young with Ruben Bain, that D line get to biting. You get better corner production just because Ruben Bain's on the team. You feel me? Now we going Ruben Bain for the Saints, and then 9 for the Chiefs, dude. Jeremiah Love being took here is kind of high. It's a running back, but the Chiefs got Patrick Mahomes hurt, y'all, and you're gonna have to put the offense around someone else. And there's a blue chip player. Mahomes is hurt. He has a torn ACL for the first couple weeks, and there's a blue chip player on the board with your blue chip player in Travis Kelce probably retiring. You need a new blue chip talent. You need a new blue chipper, and that's right there in Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is a blue chipper. You got a top 10 pick. This is the last time you've never had a running back go over 1K, and the Chiefs have invested too much in running back. I'm not gonna lie. Jeremiah Love has to be their last investment in the running back position. Clyde, they took him in the first. You feel me? They could have gone tackle right here, and then just get a free agency running back, but get some new legs. I know Jeremiah Love is kind of injury prone, so it's funny to say new legs, but Mahomes, he's torn his ACL, and you need something on offense. You feel me? Because like I said, Mahomes tore his ACL. Pick 10 for the Bengals, dude. So many options you could go with here. I really would like something to make this defense better, preferably the edge. But Ruben Bain and David Bailey are already off the board, and I mean maybe you just go Arvell Reese. You don't make your job too hard. Arvell Reese isn't bad. Caleb Downs is just better though. Do you just go better player? I think you got to go with better player, y'all. Like if I'm the GM, I'm going Caleb Downs, and then you get an edge rusher in the second round. Arvell Reese is nice. He is, but Caleb Downs just looks like the better player. You feel me? And we got a top 10 pick. We want defense. We'll go edge in the second round. You feel me? Caleb Downs is just the better player, Sometimes you just got to take the better player. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. And I know I say that, but take the better player at where you want it. Because at right here for Miami, every time, I don't care. I'm going best tackle available. Y'all Miami fans, why don't y'all go for best tackle available every time? I don't get it, fam. I don't care if even if Austin Jackson having a good season, I'm taking Spencer Final right here because he can play right guard. You feel me? Like, I don't care, Miami. Or, hold on. Y'all, did I prematurely take Spencer Final with Dante Moore on the board? Tua, they playing with his name a little bit. You feel me? Did I just play and not take Dante Moore? But at the same time, if Dante Moore went to the Dolphins, I feel like he'd fail because of their O-line. And Tua has too big of a cap hit. This is just get team better, man. Get the O-line better. And it's just all you can do at this point, in my opinion. With pick 12 for the Los Angeles Rams, being able to get Arvell Reese here is kind of nasty, huh? Arvell Reese on the Rams would be a dog, but I still think my personal favorite tackle in this draft class is available. I know I took my tackle 2 at pick 2, but it's because he plays the right side of the field. He plays right tackle, and I did the same with Spencer Final. He plays right tackle. I feel like maybe I'm tripping because Caleb Lamu is my tackle 1. Like maybe I'm tripping and should have took him for Miami, but Caleb Lamu is my tackle 1, and for the Dolphins, I just want something new at the right side. You feel me? I feel like Spencer could play right tackle or guard, and then the Rams, Matthew Stafford could go on a Super Bowl run, become a better quarterback all time than Aaron Rodgers, getting his second ring. And then you just get him a crazy left side blind side blocker to make him age even better. You feel me? Just give him no problems on his blind side when he becomes 40. And now he could, try and become better than Mahomes or You know, he can't ever catch up to Brady. But if Mahomes gets hurt a couple more times and Stafford, starts racking them up, you feel me? Who knows? Sky's the limit. But at the same time, now he got like 5 more seasons in the max. But getting Caleb Lamu, all that does is make it longer. And pick 13 for the Dallas Cowboys. Arvell Reese here would be awesome, huh? You just go get the guy that get the Micah, comps right there. Almost at the same pick he took Micah with also. Arvell Reese here. Nah, you just do it. Arvell Reese to the Cowboys. That's awesome for them. Pick 14 for the Panthers. I believe I'd probably go Carnell Tate here. Carnell Tate at pick 14 is not bad at all, dude. Carnell Tate could go there. Him, Ted McMillan together, just be a problem on the outside for the Carolina Panthers, man. Right here for the Detroit Lions, dude. I like going with an edge, or I'd like going with a guard. I'm thinking guard, and then you get an edge later. Like I took a couple of the best edges already in the class. You could go ahead and get the Penn State guard, who's the best guard in the class. That will end with edge in the second round. And yeah, honestly, the Ravens, I might just get Brogdon. You feel me? Like Ravens are in the same boat as the Lions almost. You go edge or Brogdon, literally. Them and the Lions. I just need Aiden Hutchinson like a duo, bro. Like Aiden Hutchinson has nobody on the other side with him. The Ravens almost got nobody at all, but they also got a bigger problem. I mean, with Buddy on the interior for Lyle. You feel me? Like you almost just got to get him up out of there, bro. Yeah, and get Brogdon, who I'm not even low on. Brogdon is a good player, y'all. I like Brogdon out of Oregon, and he almost could be better than Penn State guy. You feel me? He might be. He might be. We'll see. I haven't evaluated the Penn State guy too much. I am a little bit taking it off of, you feel me, name, a little bit of game too, because I have watched him a little bit. But Oregon, Emmanuel guy, I've he's been a dog the whole season to me, and I feel like past seasons also. You feel me? 17 for the Vikings though. This is where the fall on Dante Moore stops. You get Dante Moore, Jettas, bro. I think anyone is better than JJ McCarthy. You feel me? Anyone. The Vikings, I might draft them 2 quarterbacks today. You feel me? Like I think anybody's better than JJ McCarthy, dude. JJ McCarthy is a bad player, y'all. JJ McCarthy is a bad person. No, he's a bad guy. Pick 18 for the Jets, dude. Thinking about it, since I took Mendoza, I could just go with like one of those Indiana receivers later on in the draft. You feel me? Just whichever one of them come to me, and then take a defensive player right here. Like Denzel Boston, in my opinion, is the best receiver on the board. But you can just go get him someone he has chemistry with. You feel me? Why go get him a better? It's like, is that crazy to say? Why go get him a better player? But like you could also get him a defense and like Mansour Lane. You feel me? Like they traded Sauce. They need help on defense. Maybe even Bray Hubbard. Y'all, Bray Hubbard is an animal. Like I almost would take him. Oh, Bray Hubbard. What do the Jets got on their like safety? You feel me? Depth chart. I gotta check that out, dude. Bray Hubbard to the Jets is not crazy. He's everywhere on the field, y'all. He's a problem. And then you got Dean Clark and Malachi Moore there. Y'all, I might go Bray Hubbard. Okay, Bray Hubbard or Mansour Lane. Is Mansour Lane my CB1? He almost is, right? He's my DB1. Oh man, Bray Hubbard is a problem on defense though. Like everywhere on the defensive side of the ball. And then you just go ahead and get you, like I said, Fernando Mendoza, a receiver you got chemistry with. You feel me? Dude, I can't tell. Do I go Delane or Bray Hubbard? Bray Hubbard is ranked 94th. It's crazy, and I want to take him at pick 18. I think I'm gonna pull it on Bray Hubbard. Bray Hubbard has looked amazing. Caleb Downs, I almost became higher on Bray, but Caleb Downs shut me up, even in a loss where Ohio State lost. Like Caleb Downs was everywhere. But Bray Hubbard, I almost feel similar about him, but he is a little bit worse than Caleb Downs. And now Bray Hubbard being to the Jets, he'd be the star of that defense, the way that Mendoza would be the glue to that offense. And then the glue to the offense, you gave him someone he got some chemistry with. That would be awesome for them. The Panthers, I mean, the team that just barely beat the Panthers today. I mean, Tampa Bay is a team that I don't know how I feel about them, but their pass defense and their defense is just, man, just everything, dude. What about quarterback? I'm playing. No, you don't take quarterback, but I don't think they really need offense. Maybe Kenyon Sadiq. Maybe this is just a team that takes Kenyon Sadiq. Kenyon Sadiq is good. The linebackers are good here. Sonny Styles isn't bad at all. He was a dog in that Ohio State game. Anthony Hill isn't bad. CJ Allen isn't bad, but this linebacker class is very deep. Mansour Lane isn't bad either, and this team almost got freaking no DB play. Tampa Bay Buccaneers depth chart. I'm gonna search it up to make sure if I'm right about that. I feel like this is a team that could just use Mansour Lane at DB. You feel me? Like somebody that could just be a problem on the outside. Almost, yeah, bro. Mansour Lane is an option. Who else? Mansour Lane, Sonny Styles, Mansour Lane, Sonny Styles. I almost want to actually put a trigger on Kenyon Sadiq, believe it or not. Their tight end, I feel like, had a very good game today. I need to pull out my phone so I can just check that out real quick. Who was that? Cade Otton? Pretty sure he played awesome today almost, bro. Yeah. Dude, they just like they don't need tight end. Like this Buccaneers team, I don't know what this team need, bro. You feel me? Like this team just the NFC South in general, they just ain't talented, fam. Like, ain't nobody could save this division, bro. Like, ain't no player doing nothing. Mansour Lane is cool, but like you almost just go Mansour Lane. What does this say they need? Edge. You know what? You know what? This is right. You do go edge. Like they get no pass. You feel me? Like even in the game today, they got 0 sacks. No, you just go edge. I think Mikael Kamara, he got 1 sack this year, y'all. But he, I think, led the league in pressures 2 years in a row. He's on the older side of the things. But like I said, this team is a team that's in a weak division. You feel me? Who cares that he's on the older side of things? He led the league in pressures like 2 years in a row. Yeah, he got 1 sack somehow, but like he's getting back there, dude. I think that there's gonna be some positive regression to that. Maybe TJ Parker's a better player, but that team, I'm going with Kamara right there. This is where like I think after Bray Hubbard, most of these players now, to me, some of them stand out, but most of them are like fits to me. Like right here for the Steelers, I'm going Denzel Boston. He is one of the talents though. Like Denzel Boston is almost becoming my receiver 3 of the class, but I almost trust Carnell Tate. Just those Ohio State receivers, you feel me? Like there's a big 4 in the class though. After Denzel Boston, maybe there's a drop to me. Maybe that's what it is. Pick 21 for the Cowboys. Wonder what I did to start off with them. I got Arvell Reese, 21. I could go ahead and just go get Sonny Styles. You know, like they linebacker play has been that bad. You just go, and then Arvell Reese will be able to play edge for them. Arvell Reese will literally be edge and linebacker. Sonny Styles will be linebacker. You feel me? And then you confuse them. And then they already got that chemistry. I think I just pulled the trigger on that, y'all. Get the Cowboys 2 linebackers, and one of them is basically an edge rusher. And Arvell Reese, you just transition into edge. That would be awesome if the Cowboys could come out in that draft with Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese, who already got chemistry with each other. You feel me? Maybe I could have went Jacob Rodriguez right there, just you feel me, because Jacob Rodriguez is a dog. But at that point, I would just go with the duo that has chemistry with each other for real. Right here for the Chargers, I'm not really high on taking this position in the draft, y'all. But I think right here is where you go Peter Woods. He didn't really show me much, man. But like this team just needs, something in the interior to me. And then their guard play, maybe could go like guard, but like right here, I'm going Peter Woods. You could come back and take a guard later. Their tackle duo is going to be so awesome. Hopefully, you pray to God week 1 they can stay healthy. But they got that tackle duo, and that's a lot to build off of. You feel me? Peter Woods in the interior would be awesome. I hate this team's interior for the past decade, and I feel almost a similar way about the Bills. So, like Peter Woods, I think no matter what, he's going 22 or 23, or 26. Peter Woods can't fall past 26. No way that the Texans would be able to pass on him. But like Chargers right here, man, yeah, I almost want to go Peter Woods, dude. Like safeties, Peter Woods was, at some point looked at as like the best player of the class. I don't think he is, but he is athletic at defensive tackle. The Chargers could use that, man. They could use O-line too, but I just think the Chargers just need trench play, and Peter Woods could turn out to be an underrated player in this class in the future. But after that, I don't really like taking defensive tackles too much. It's just Peter Woods is good. I like Tim Keenan, but like I'm not really too. I haven't watched too much defensive tackle tape. Maybe that's what it is. But like Peter Woods is cool. Right here for the Bills though, if Denzel Boston would have been here, I could have gone receiver. Casey Concepcion isn't bad. He isn't bad. Keldrick Falk, I'm not really too high on him. I see that he's ranked at 6 for some reason. Maybe I got to go back and watch Keldrick Falk. TJ Parker is actually cool. He could fall back in pass coverage too. Him and Russo as a duo would be awesome. Actually, TJ Parker is actually almost similar to like Greg Russo also, but you got Joey Bosa. Man, I don't know, man. Like I don't think this team really needs edge. You feel me? But Bosa stay hurt, so like that edge trio would be awesome. But nah, I feel like this is more of a team that. Dude, their pass defense is actually pretty good too. I don't know what you do right here for the Bills. You just go best player available. Like who do I think is the best player on the board? Is it just Mansour Delane? Mansour Delane is still on the board. Yeah, this team has Christian and Brentford. They have Tre'Davious White, who's back looking good. Taron Johnson, but is Mansour Delane the best player on the board? You feel me? Chaos Siddiqui, no way you go with you feel me? No way they'd go that way. Maybe you just do go Casey Concepcion. Maybe Casey Concepcion, he could just turn out to be the best receiver on this team. Hey, this team doesn't have Khalil Shakur out there, Zachariah Branch. Whoa. Zachariah Branch at pick 23, y'all. Imagine Josh Allen with somebody who got burst like that. Imagine, like, Josh Allen's never had, like, Tyreek Hill. Or, Zachariah Branch is almost like Khalil Shakur at this point, huh? He's 5'10". How big is Khalil Shakur? Dude, he has nice feet work, gets open. I like Zachariah Branch, bro. Like, I need to see Khalil Shakur height though. Khalil Shakur height. Khalil Shakur is 6 foot. Does that even matter, dude? Zachariah Branch for the Bills, dude. He is becoming like that good at receiver. It's like, all right, Brent, y'all, he jiggy, bro. And Casey Concepcion, yeah, I get it that he could also be a return guy, but when you as jiggy as Branch, he is too. You feel what he actually is, yeah. Man, I almost just convinced myself to go Zachariah Branch for the Bills. That would be so fun, y'all. What Zachariah Branch with Josh Allen, dude? Fine. Oh man, I would love to see how that goes out to be. Pick 24 for the Rams. I believe we took Caleb Lamu earlier. Yeah, we can just go ahead and get Mansour-Delane. I do think it's just that easy. You just take Mansour-Delane. You take Mansour-Delane, right? Jacob Rodriguez, though. Okay. Mansour-Delane or Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob Rodriguez, I get that he's older, but like how bro, he ain't even that old, y'all. Like he 23, y'all. Like, man, I don't really care about that stuff, like, man, bro, if you think 23 years old is old, that's scary. And Mansour was only a year younger. And then Jacob Rodriguez, like Heisman race, he's a game changer. Delane is awesome too, though. You feel me? I don't want to, underrate Delane, but Jacob Rodriguez, like I said, bro, I would have took him pick 21 for the Cowboys if Sonny Styles just wasn't, you feel me, a guy with chemistry and a teammate. If the Rams could go my favorite left tackle, and then Jacob Rodriguez, who almost, y'all, is like a blue chipper to me. You feel me? Like, nah, I'd go Jacob Rodriguez right here for the Rams. You get a game changer next to that D-line that you already have at pick 24, Heisman, candidate. Dude, that's awesome. Pick 25 for the Philadelphia Eagles, dude. Keldrick Falk, I'm maybe letting him fall. Maybe. Oh, TJ Parker, though. I'd rather go TJ Parker, man. Zion Young, he's nice. Derek Moore is nice. Romelio Height is a problem. He got a sack on the Oregon's game against Isaiah World. But maybe I go Isaiah World also here because I did take him at like pick 2 last week. I was like overly high on him, but it's because his ability to play both sides, and I still do like Isaiah Moore. He gave up a sack to Romelio Height. You feel me? Texas Tech was always going to be a huge test for Oregon, and he only gave up one. And it's whatever. No way. I should have. Who have I taken over Isaiah World? Matter of fact, Caleb Longwood. That's cool. I should have not took Spencer Fano. His one rep that I hated was against David Bailey, though, who's even better than Romelio Height. Maybe Spencer. Yeah, no, Spencer Fano. Yeah, Isaiah World and Spencer Fano both had one rep that I haven't liked this season. Both of them. Like, I shit you not, they both only had one rep that I've hated. And Isaiah World's was against Romelio Height, who's Texas Tech second best edge rusher. And Spencer Fano was against David Bailey, who is Texas Tech best edge rusher. It just Spencer Fano was worse. He got turned around, man. David Bailey spun him around, yo. Like, that was crazy, fam. Like, yo, I almost lost respect for this guy. But like, nah. He's been literally good the whole other, time. And then I'm just playing around when I say I lost respect for him. I'm playing around. But pick 7 though is where David Bailey got taken. You feel me? Like, nah, he's just the problem. You feel me? And then I'm at what, pick 25? Okay. So that team in the Eagles, they could go Isaiah World and put him on the right, dude. Like, that guy Lane is, you feel me? He getting chopped. Lane is getting chopped. He's getting hurt. Ah, man, I almost want to do it, dude. And then you could just go with a second round edge rusher. Dallas Goedert is going to hit free agency, but I just paid him. Dallas Goedert been here too long to like let him go. You feel me? Really, what they should do is go Sawyer Robertson. Eagles fans, I keep taking y'all quarterback. Man, really, y'all should go Sawyer Robertson, dude. Like, bro, I'd rather Gunnar Stockton, dude. Gunnar Stockton could do that same QB, bullshit. And then he could freaking maybe pass the ball, dude. Sawyer Robertson, he throw too many picks. Man, Sawyer Robertson over Jalen Hurts. Man, you could really just draft Sawyer Robertson and then instead of paying Dallas Goedert, put Jalen Hurts at tight end or something, bro. That move like a tight end, bro. Like, man, dude, go, man, pass the ball, bro. Man, I mean, Mansour-Delane is still on the board for the Eagles, huh? Mansour-Delane, no, yeah, you either go Mansour-Delane or TJ Parker. Dude, I keep letting Mansour-Delane fall, but like TJ Parker for the Eagles is available. I'm going TJ Parker. Texans, dude, a D tackle would be awesome, but so would O-line. No, I'm going O-line. No, I'm going O-line. I gotta go Isaiah World here. I just said I haven't hated Isaiah World. I haven't hated Caden Proctor. Caden Proctor, his rep that I hated was against Georgia. I gotta go back and watch Alabama's last game for real, but he had led up a sack against Georgia, which isn't the worst thing. Trevor Goosby's was against Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese had a crazy play. Maybe I just take Trevor Goosby. No, Arvell Reese, the reason that he even was ranked player 1 in the draft is that shit that he pulled off on Trevor Goosby. Y'all, check me out. Close your eyes. All right, eyes are closed. Down, sit. Arvell Reese, think you on the edge, right? But you're a linebacker. So he fell back. He caught out his own. And then he swam past Trevor Goosby. Like, this nigga did the smartest shit ever to get a sack on Trevor Goosby. I've never seen, like, that shit was so smart. I almost want to give Trevor Goosby a pass, man. Like, well, he tricked the fuck out his ass, boy. And that's like the only reason Arvell Reese even in the fucking conversation for the first round, damn near. You feel me? Arvell Reese career highlight is on Trevor Goosby. You feel me? Like, nah, Trevor Goosby, pick 26, bro. Arvell Reese had to make a fantastic play to get one sack on his ass. Trevor Goosby has not been bad. Caden Proctor's been iffy, dude. Like, Caden Proctor, I do like him, though. I don't want to let him fall too far. And I did take wide receiver for the Browns, so I will be taking O-line for sure for the Browns, maybe. Either way, for pick 27 for the 49ers, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm closing my eyes and taking an edge rusher. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Nah, it get bad over there on the edge, bro. I'm closing my eyes taking an edge rusher. Mateo, cool. Akeem is older, but like I said, dude, I'm at the point where like 25-year-old rookie, yeah, he do got injury history. No. That's what gonna do it for me. Romelio Height, like I said, just be a designated pass rusher when Nick Bosa come back. But that's almost what I'd want Nick Bosa to be at this point with how much he get freaking hurt. Like I just want Nick Bosa in the playoffs. You feel me? And then I heard this Keldrick Falk guy can play run defense, huh? You have that one edge you got right now. You got Keldrick Falk on first and second down, and then you put Nick Bosa on third. This would be the highest I ever took Keldrick Falk, though. Do I think he's better than Zion Young? Do I think he's better than freaking Derek Moore? I almost don't think so. I haven't really watched tape on Keldrick Falk, so I feel like I'd be doing the guys who I have watching Derek Moore and other buddy Derek Moore and other buddy. Who else have I watched? Zion Young, a disservice not taking them. Those guys have looked pretty well to me. Derek Moore, he's a fourth year player. He's a senior though, and like this is his, I guess, breakout year if you kind of want to look at it. So I don't know how I feel about that. Let me look up Zion Young. Zion Young has looked really good too. I wonder like how many sacks and how old he is, because that does kind of matter. But at the same time, I'm just going best players. He's a senior. Okay, let me see Keldrick Falk. Maybe I'm sleeping on Keldrick Falk. You know, maybe I'm I need to wake up on Keldrick Falk. This Keldrick Falk guy had 2 sacks this year. Ain't no way Keldrick Falk had 2 sacks this year. But he's a run defender. All right, no. I'm not taking Keldrick Falk, y'all. You know what I'm thinking, bro? You know what? Hell no. Mateo ain't look bad. I'm taking Mateo, bro. Yeah, Mateo. I liked him last year too. Last year I thought he was a top 10 player. Maybe I should have went Mateo for the Bucks and then like Kamara here for the 49ers. But nah, Mateo problem. And then all around Mateo, yeah, I kind of probably should have been took him. No cap. Right here for the Browns, dude. I mean, you got wide receiver, you got tackle. I almost want to go Isaiah World. Isaiah World, like I said, he could come in there and just play either side you need him to, because you got people getting hurt. You got DeJuan Jones, we don't know what he is yet. But Caden Proctor, his upside is awesome. Caden Proctor's upside is awesome. And then you can just put him on the left and then have DeJuan play on the right. And then DeJuan Jones be your swing tackle is cool. And then DeJuan Jones, hopefully he can take the right tackle Conklin's job in the future. I might go Caden Proctor here, but at the same time, I do like Isaiah World more. Man, Isaiah World, his 1 sack was against Romelio Height. Caden Proctor was against the random who I didn't know on Georgia. But, I mean, that's both against respectable teams. You feel me? One was in the playoffs where you got Romelio Height fighting for, like, a name to go in the playoffs. You feel me? I'm going Isaiah World here. Yeah, he can play both sides of the line. And Caden Proctor, he's not bad at all. But I guess I got him falling off the first round. It's just the versatility that I'd get in Isaiah World. I prefer that. And right here for the Bears, dude, D-tackle would be awesome. I keep letting Mansour to Lane fall. Did I trip leaving? Nah, the 49ers, I'm sorry, dude. I'm going edge, man. I'm sorry. Some teams you just gotta do what's best for you. Maybe I should have took the Lane to the Bucks. Maybe. Did I take Kamara here? That could have made more sense in the world, but who cares about sense when you can get Delane at pick 29, dude? Like, he shouldn't be here. And we're gonna get him at pick 29 for the Patriots. I'm on an edge rusher, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna be a guy that in my drafts, I'm gonna be taking a lot of edge rushers, and Derek Moore or Romelio Height are gonna be the guy for me. I'm leaning towards Derek Moore. He's awesome, dude. Out of what school did he go to? Michigan. Like, Michigan isn't a bad school at all either, dude. Romelio Height falling out of the first round is tough. That is tough. Again, Romelio Height did it to Isaiah World, right? I wonder who Derek Moore has got some sacks against this season. I'm gonna actually check it out. Just because he got a sack against a certain team doesn't mean he did it against the exact player. But I wonder if he getting sacks against comp. That does kind of matter. He got 1.5 against Nebraska. He got 1 against Wisconsin, 2 against Washington, 2 against Purdue. He didn't get 1 on them. I mean, I guess he's not getting his sack against ranked teams. He's actually not. They only played 2 ranked games, though. You feel me? Got a couple passes defended, forced fumbles. Man. Okay. So Romelio Height. Let me see who his sacks have been against, because, like I said, stuff like that do matter to me. And then Romelio Height looked awesome against Oregon, which is, like, that is no slouch, bro. That is no slouch, bro. Like, Oregon, you getting a sack in the playoffs against Oregon. He got a couple against West Virginia. I mean, this guy's the same. He didn't get a sack in the Utah game. But you feel me? These guys are getting sacks in, they unranked games. And if we get unranked sacks, I'm going with Derek Moore's. Derek Moore's unranked sacks are just more exciting to me because he's edge 1 on the team. And David Bailey's giving him a little bit of help, you feel me? And right here for the Denver Broncos, I want to go on an offensive weapon, believe it or not. Casey Concepcion being here still almost is lit, but so is Kenyon Sadiq. Dude, this team gets to go Kenyon Sadiq or Casey Concepcion. I'm going Kenyon Sadiq, maybe. You get that Oregon connection too, which is lit. There's a lot of players at tight end that I don't hate in this class. You got Michael Trigg. You give Michael Trigg Bo Nix, he could be a problem. But like that run game on the Broncos with Kenyon Sadiq, that's cool too. I might go Kenyon Sadiq, y'all. Kenyon Sadiq to the hell yeah. Kenyon Sadiq to the Broncos would be lit. We haven't taken a tight end yet. Kenyon Sadiq is like first round talent for real. You gotta have a tight end that goes in the first round in this class. You feel me? Pick 32 for the Seahawks. I mean, why is the Keldrick Falk guy ranked so high? I don't get it. I mean, you got Jermon McCoy, who I know people love, but he was hurt this year, so I'm not really into players that are hurt. You feel me? Seahawks linebacking core. I'm not really too hip on it. I know that their D-line is tough. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Seahawks, bro, I like their D-line. If you got a D-line that good, you can just make freaking linebackers like even better. You feel me? Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams, this whole D-line, DeMarcus has been a problem. Maybe you could just go ahead and get you another edge rusher because DeMarcus is getting older though. LT Overton, I don't hate him, huh? I mean, I took a lot of edge rushers already though. You feel me? I don't hate LT Overton. I don't hate Caden Curry either. Caden Curry actually, I mean, like, am I tripping to say Caden Curry has looked better than Keldrick Falk? Why is Keldrick Falk ranked so high? Let me check it out. Caden Curry has 11 sacks this year, literally. Like, I don't know what we doing having this guy ranked so high with like 2 sacks, and I don't even know him. But let me see their games he has sacks against. Caden Curry did have 2 against Indiana for real, man. Caden Curry is not bad at all to me, bro. I almost want to take this guy over like a Kate. You feel me? A Falk? Like, I don't know what Falk is doing ranked at 6. I guess his run defense that good. Man, I gotta go back and watch it. Ooh, Romelio Height. I've been talking about him. Like I've been mentioning his name for a while now. He did get a sack on Isaiah World. He could be a back end first round talent for real. I'm gonna go Romelio Height here. Or who's that receiver? Who's available at receiver? You got Jeremy Bernard. You still got Casey Concepcion. No, I'm going Casey Concepcion. At that point, I almost went with a guy who, I would have liked a little bit too much instead of what I should have went. And I'm almost tripping a little bit. I wanted to do a 3-round mock draft today, y'all, but I ended up only pressing for a 1 round, and it's 12 a.m. But at the same time, I almost feel like I'm just getting started, y'all. Like, no way am I tripping and I pressed the wrong button, y'all. I know that was a good episode though, because I was ready to do 2 more rounds. I lied to y'all in the beginning. I said this was going to be a 3-rounder, but maybe next time. I wanted it to be 3 rounds, but instead, I'm just going to talk about every single one of these picks a little bit more because I lied to y'all. Trinidad Chambliss, go and pick one to the Raiders. Like I said, I don't think this is an overreaction too much. I've been talking about him in the videos, even when I haven't taken him. You feel me? Sawyer Robertson, I kept taking him in the first round. I got to let go of that. I do think there's going to be 4 quarterbacks taken in this draft in the first round, though. Like every team that I took quarterback for, they should take quarterback, even if they don't. Like the Cardinals and Vikings, maybe they don't, but they should. You feel me? Like they really should. Francis, right tackle, also next to Andrew, quarterback for the Jets, and to get a defensive star in Bray Hubbard. And I promised y'all, hey, whoever Mendoza tells me in my ear is his favorite receiver at Indiana, I heard a rumor I would have took him in the 3rd. Makai Lemon, dude, he just get Cam Ward someone. Pick 5. Cardinals need a restart. You feel me? I don't hate Ty. Pick 6 for the dude. I almost want to just go ahead and do another round, y'all. Like, this video's already at what, an hour long. I'm gonna speed it up for y'all because I talk slow. I might just go here into the mock draft simulator and I'm gonna go ahead and redo this. Like I want to do another round. I just feel like I was getting warmed up, but now I'm not see y'all again. I'm just gonna keep the video at maybe we'll see how I edit it out. But God is telling me to just do 1 round. All right, y'all. God is telling me to do 1 round. I really wanted to do multiple rounds, but this is an amazing mock draft, y'all. We got the Rams freaking Jacob Rodriguez and Caleb Lambu, who I think are the best players at their respective positions. We got Josh Allen, a wide receiver 1. We got the Eagles, a top edge rusher. We got the Texans, a native who's going to be able to play the left side of the field for them. We got the Browns, a restructured offensive duo. We got the freaking Commanders, someone who could get a sack. Same with the Saints. Dude, this was an awesome draft, y'all. If I could redo it, I would change the thing, but maybe to pick at 19 for the Bucks. I do still like Kamara. I think Kamara's a first-round talent, even though he got 1 sack on the year. Maybe what's his name? Keldrick Falk is the same. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead, end this video, eat, and watch some Keldrick Falk tape, and just leave it at round 1 of the draft. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode on MLB Balls Page. Have a nice day, and God bless.